Hi everybody, how's it going? So today I'm going to be doing my book collection. As you can see behind me, those are my shelves. 4 shelves, and over there I have a few more, and this bottom shelf right there has the last little few books in my book collection. They're all alphabetized by last name of author, so as you can see, I'm just going to show you the way I've set it up. So right there is where it starts, and it goes this way, down, and then that should be the end of it, but since I have more, they go right there like I just said, and then those ones on the bottom are extra ones that I need to get rid of, but I just haven't had the heart to get rid of them yet. And on top of it is Sims games. So, what we're going to be talking about today is my collection. Yes, I do have a lot. As I've mentioned in many videos, is that I go to this huge sale that happens in my city, where they sell books in boxes for $30, which is awesome because they're like scratch and dent kind of books, but you get them for a much better price, so like under $1 each, which is really great. So, I have a lot of books. This is going to be a very long video, but please stay tuned, and if you see any books that you would like me to do a book club video on, although I will mention which ones I have done a book club video on, if you see one, please request it down below, and that would be awesome. I will also put a link up to all of the books. I have like a list, 6 pages long, and I will put this up on my blog if you're really interested in going to go see that. There will be a link down below, and yes, let's just get started. So we are going to start up on this shelf right here, which is my favorite part, because this shelf is so colorful and bright. So, so up here we have Haley Abbott's books, and I'm just going to read off like my little list what I have. I have Boy Crazy, Flirting with Boys, Forbidden Boy, The Other Boy, The Perfect Boy, Secrets of Boys, Getting Lost with Boys, and Waking Up to Boys. And like I said, these are by Haley Abbott, and I've read every single one. Next we have this series. It's the All About Us series, I believe that's what it's called, by Shelley Adina. I think that's how you pronounce her name. There are 6 books. As I said, I haven't read them. My sister's read the first 3, and I think she liked them. Then I have There's Something About St. Tropez by Elizabeth Adler. Yep. Then I have Bad Girls Don't Die, which is right there, the gray one, by, who's it by? Katie Allender. I think that's how you pronounce her name. Then The Fixer Upper by Mary Kay Andrews, which looks so cool, and I really want to read it, especially this little girl's dress on here. It's like white and brown and blue, and it's so pretty. Then I have Beach Blondes and Tan Lines by Catherine Applegate. Happily Ever After by, who's it by? Kristen Armstrong. Covergirl Confidential by Beverly Bartlett. Getting Even by Rashonda Billingsley. I'm sorry. On my list, I have a few books that I've gotten rid of, or they're on that bottom shelf. It's way down there, so I have a few on there. Anyways, let's just keep on going. Breaking the Rules by Barbara Taylor Bradford. Yes, that's right. This one is really cool. It is like a huge series. It's called Vacations from Hell, and it's like a bunch of like mini stories by a whole bunch of different authors, and some of them are really famous right now. I have Betwixt by Tara Bray Smith. Where am I on my list? I don't even know. Oh, here we go. Sisters and Husbands by Connie Briscoe. The Upper Class by Hobson Brown, which is interesting. 13 by Jason Robert Brown. I should have a Nancy Drew book, but it's actually not right there. And then I have Candace Bushnell. I have 3 of her books. I have 1 Fifth Avenue, The Carrie Diaries, and Summer in the City, and I've done a book club video on this one. It's a really old book club, but I like it. It was an interesting book. Then I have a whole bunch of Meg Cabot's books. Here I have Avalon High, Teen Idol Jinx, How to Be Popular, Pants on Fire, The Mediator #1, The Mediator #6, because I haven't had room to shove it into the shelf because it's so jam-packed. 1-800 Where Are You series, Sanctuary, Princess in Love, Princess Mia, Princess in Training, Princess on the Brink, and Forever Princess in the Princess Diaries series, and the Princess Diaries movie is based off this series. Then I have this little series right here. It's The Secrets of My Hollywood Life, On Location, Family Affairs, and Paparazzi Princess. I've done a book club video on the first one, which is really good, and I'm looking forward to reading the next 3, but I just haven't had the time to read them yet. Yes, next series is this I'd Tell You I'd Love You, but Then I'd Have to Kill You series, and it's really good. It is by Allie Carter, I believe. Yeah, Allie Carter, who's an awesome author. The next one is Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover, and Only the Good Spy Young. Then I have another one by Allie Carter called High Society, and I've done a book club video on this one back in May. Go check that out. Here's a Kisses from Hell book by Kristen Cast, Allison Noel, and a whole bunch of other people that are awesome. I have the House of Night series. I only have a few books. I'm not a big fan of this series, but you know what? I have a couple of books. I have the first one marked, then I have Betrayed, Chosen, Untamed, Hunted, and The Dragon's Oath, which is House of Night Novelia, or however you pronounce that. I don't know, I haven't read it. Jennifer's Body, which is a remake of the book. Then I have 5 books by Jackie Collins, which looks like a great author, although I have not read any of her books, considering their size. Like, look, this is the size of my hand, and these are these books. Huge! I have Drop Dead Beautiful, Goddess of Vengeance, which is a really pretty color, Jackie Collins' Lovers and Players, Married Lovers, and Poor Little Bitch Girl, excuse my language. This one is so bright, it looks awesome on my shelf. Okay, over here. We have, or I have, The Black Sheep by, oh, I don't even know who this is by. Let's see. It's not on the first page. Okay. By Yvonne Collins, Lauren Conrad's LA Candy and Sweet Little Lies. Bass Ackwards and Belly Up, excuse my language, by Elizabeth Craft. Forget About It by Caprice Crane. Miles to Go by, maybe Miley Cyrus, I don't know. The Curse of Addie McMahon by Katie Davis. Then I have a whole bunch of these Blue Bloods books by Melissa De La Cruz. I have another one by her over here. I have Blue Bloods, Masquerade, Revelations, Van Allen Legacy, which looks interesting. This one's really popular at this book club thing because there's always a ton left over. Blue Bloods, The Keys to Reciprocity, I believe that's how you pronounce it. A Misguided Angel and Bloody Valentine, which is a little book, but it's so pretty. It's like a flower on the top, even though I bet you it smells really bad. Lip Gloss Jungle by her as well. 2 by Tatiana Derozny, Sarah's Key and A Secret Kept. The first one is supposed to be really good. I'm not sure if the second one is a part in like a series or just another book by her. Then I have these Zoe Dean novels. It's part of the A-List series, and I have the A-List and another A-List. I'm not sure if they're like the same one, but I figure if they are, it's kind of cool. I have like the original and a new printed one, but I'm going to read them both at the same time and see if they are the same one. Then I have Some Like It Hot, American Beauty, Heart of Glass, California Dreaming, and I have this one by her called Privilege, and it has Lucy Hale on the cover, kind of cool, and another girl who I don't know what her name is, but she's very famous. Sarah Dessen, That Summer, and I have a couple other ones by her, but my sister has them in her room. I have this book called Vanished, or Classified Vanished, The Sharknet, and there's like a naked guy on the cover. Janet Ivanovich, Plum Spooky and Plum Lucky. They're 2 different sizes, which I think is kind of interesting. This girl named Flynn, what's her name? His name, Alex Flynn, A Kiss in Time. Bite Me by, I don't even know, Melissa Francis. The Half-Life of Planets by Emily Franklin. Then I'm supposed to have an Emily Giffen Heart of the Matter book, but I think my sister has that one. Then I have Deluxe, Rumors, Envy, and on the next shelf, Splendor and Bright Young Things by Anna Godberson. Hunger and Lies by Michael Grant. I don't have any of the other ones in the series, just those 2. But I got them at that big sale, so it's awesome. Then I have The Twilight Companion by Lois Gresh, which is like a Twilight quiz book. Is He or Isn't She by John Hall. Shoe Addicts Anonymous by Beth Harbison. I think that's how you pronounce it. I had the entire Click series by Lacey Harrison. Loved it. My sister and I read them together. We have every single one. So right now I'm just going to go through with them with you quickly, but we do have every single one. So, I mean, if you Google it, you'll see that all of these ones come up. We have The Click. Oh, and these are in order, by the way. The Click, Best Friends for Never, Revenge of the Wannabes, Invasion of the Boy Snatchers, The Pretty Committee Strikes Back, which my friend actually read when I was really young, but I didn't realize that she was reading it until years later. Dial L for Losers, It's Not Easy Being Mean, Sealed with a Diss, Breakfast at Tiffany's, the Summer Collection, which includes 5 books, and if you bought them all together, you got like a box and like a couple lip glosses, and we love the lip glosses. Massey, Dylan, Alicia, Kristen, and Claire, and I think that's the order that they're supposed to be in. P.S. I Loathe You, Boys R Us, Charmed and Dangerous, so this is like a prequel book, this white one. The Clicktionary, which is kind of cool. It has a whole bunch of like sayings, and you can turn the side right here, I think. So see? Yep, interesting. And I like the models, how they're kind of like the same throughout. These Boots Are Made for Stalking, My Little Phony, and The Tale of Two Pretties, which is the last one. Then I have these two in the Alpha series by Lisi Harrison as well, which is a branch off series of The Clique. And I have Alphas and Movers and Fakers. I read the first one, not the second one or the third or the fourth. I can't remember how many there are in the series, but it's interesting and I would consider reading the next few. Geography Club by, ooh, who's this one by? Brent Hartinger, I think that's how you pronounce his name. Hex Hall by Rachel Hawkins, and I love this series. I just did a book club video on it last weekend, so go check that one out. Dark of the Moon, Full Moon, and Moonlight by Rachel Hawthorne as well. Or no, just Rachel. Okay, yeah, Hawkins and Hawthorne, two different people. Kiss Me, Kill Me, and Kisses and Lies by, I don't know, apparently I don't have it on my list here. Who's it by? Just so you guys know. Lauren Henderson. Okay, and I have these three books by Ellen Hildebrand, Barefoot, The Castaways, and the Island, and apparently they're good, like, romance books, according to my sister. Okay, down here, let's see where we are on my list. I don't even know where we are, to be honest. Okay, here we go. So, The Secret Year by Jennifer Hubbard. Lipstick Apology, which is this one, and I loved it. I read this one already, and it was fantabulous. This one is by Jennifer Jabley. Zombie Blondes by Brian James. I haven't read that one, but it looks interesting. Girl at Sea by, who's it by? Maureen Johnson. And then Need, Captivate, and Entice by Carrie Jones. And the covers are kind of cool. They have like gold on them in different places, which is interesting. And then The Immortal Realm by Freewen, I think that's how you pronounce it, Jones. Looks interesting. I don't have anything else in the series, but it seems pretty cool. Girlfriend Material by Melissa Cantor. Hancock Park by Isabel Kaplan. Two books in one. This is 1,000 Tomorrows and Just Beyond the Clouds by Karen Kingsbury. I haven't read it yet, but it seems interesting. The Girls by Lori Lanson. Also known as Harper by Anne Haywood Leal. Jane by April Lindner. Here's another one of these books, Love is Hell by Melissa Marr, Scott Westerfeld, which I love him. He's such a great author, and a whole bunch of other people. Leap Day by Wendy Mass. Poser and Poser, the Good, Fab, and the Ugly by Rachel Maud, or Maud. The Nannies by somebody Mayer. Melody Mayer. And then here's my Norma McClintock collection. I love her. She's like my favorite author ever. Fun fact, when I was in grade 9, so almost 5 years ago now, or almost 4 years ago now, we had to do a project in my business class, and so it was on like Great Canadians, because I'm Canadian, and so I decided to email her for my project, and she actually emailed back, and I asked her a whole bunch of questions, and she answered them wonderfully, and I got an A+ on that project, or 100%, whichever you prefer. And I still have that email somewhere, but it meant a lot to me that she actually got back to me before my project was over, and the entire class was shocked. I have The Real Real by two people, Emma McLaughlin, yeah, that's how you pronounce it, and Nicola Kraus, that's how you pronounce it, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce half of these names, so I'm sorry. I have Wake, Fade, and Gone by something McMahon, Lisa McMahon. Great series if you're interested in like dream jumping and all sorts of stuff like that. But it's a great series to check out if you're interested in supernatural things. Blood Promise by, it's like a Vampire Academy book. It is the 4th one in the series. It's the only one that I have, and I have not read it yet. I have Twilight, obviously. Who doesn't have Twilight? I also have The Short Second Life of Bree Tanner, which I have not read, but I've read the other ones like twice. The Host, which I got in that huge sale for under $1, and this thing was like $30 originally by itself. So yeah, Prom Nights in Hell, or From Hell, by Stephanie Meyer and Meg Cabot, and a whole bunch of other awesome authors. And these books are really cool if you want like different stories. Summer Confidential, I have two of these ones by Melissa J. Morgan. I have Twilight and Sunset. So yeah, they're kind of cool. They're like beach setting type books. Then I have a SVH, Sweet Valley High, by Francine Pascal, and I have a couple of other of the newer remake versions of the books. I have 2 of them. Then I have The Daughters by Joanna Philbin and The Daughters Break the Rules. Wings by Michael Pike. No. Something. April Lynn Pike. Then Poison by Sarah Poole. Angus Thongs in full, and this one's perfect snogging, but the actual book is full frontal snogging. Then I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 by Louise Renson. Then I have the Harry Potter series. I don't think you guys need to know who that's by. I have the first 4 and the last one, so I'm missing a few. And then down here, yeah, there's the last one. Then I have Play Me by somebody named Ruby. I don't know who that person is. Oh, Laura Ruby. Then I have Vampire Kisses and Dance with the Vampire by Ellen Schreiber, something like that. Lisa Scotland, Think Twice, that one was a good book. The Lovely Bones by, who's this one by? Alice Sebold. That one was an awesome book. I read this twice. Read this before I saw the movie, and it was awesome. I was completely grossed out at certain parts, but it was just awesome. Coffee House Angel by Suzanne Selfors. I have the Pretty Little Liars series. I've read every single one of these ones, and I thought they were quite interesting for what they were. The TV show was somewhat like it, but I preferred the books. And these ones are by Sarah Shepard. So as you can see, I have Pretty Little Liars, Flawless, Perfect, Unbelievable, Wicked, Killer, and Heartless, I believe that one is. Yep. Then I have the Night World series by L.J. Smith, and I have a lot of her books. Yeah, but I bought these ones full price, and they were like $12 each, but I love them. I recently read Night World over the summer, and it was just, I read it in like under a day. It was awesome. They are such great books, and there's 3 novels in each, so like 300 pages each, and they're like, you don't even have to think to read them. They're just awesome. Then I have Dark Visions by her as well, and Forbidden Game. I've read Dark Visions, but I haven't read Forbidden Game. Then I have the Vampire Diaries series. I have a lot of these ones. So I have Stephen Diaries 1, 2, and 3. The Captive Part 2 and Power. The Awakening. I can't speak. The Awakening and the Struggle. Fury and Dark Reunion. Then I have The Return Nightfall. Over here I have more. Apparently I have 2 of these ones. The Return Shadow Souls. I can't speak. 2 of them, and a giant spider web right here. Then I have The Awakening and the Struggle, so I obviously have doubles of these 3. Then I have Switch by somebody whose last name is Snow, apparently. Yes, Snow by Carol Snow. Then I have these 2 books. They are by The Spellings. If you don't know who The Spellings are, I'm pretty sure you recognized at least 1 or 2 of these people. Tori Spelling. This one's Storytelling by her. And then this one's by her mother, Candy Spelling. That's what she looks like. Kind of scary, right? That one is Stories from Candyland. Deadly Little Games and Deadly Little Lies by Lori Faria Stolers. I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien, something like that. There's a movie coming out about it. My sister read this book a long time ago for school. Very Valentine by Adriana Trigiani, something like that. Haters by Alyssa Valdes Rodriguez. Why do these people have such weird names? It's kind of a funny story, which is also a movie, by Ned Vizzini. This one's like the movie cover front instead of the other one. The other one's like a brain. Then I have the Gossip Girl series by Celia Von Zieger, something like that. And I have a lot of the first, like the main series, and I have a couple from the newer one, and then I have The It Girl by her as well. So the ones that I have from the main one is the prequel, It Had to Be You, the main one, but I have 2 of them. I have one with the original cover on it, and then I have another one with the TV show cover, which is awesome. Then I have this one. It's called You Know You Love Me, and I love this cover. It's really cool. Then I have this one, which is called Because I'm Worth It. This one's pretty interesting. I'll like these covers. I like it like that. I love this cover as well. This one was one of my favorites, although It Had to Be You Had to Be my all-time favorite. Nobody Does It Better. This one's green, which is interesting. And these covers, you never see their faces, which is also interesting. This one's Nothing Can Keep Us Together. Their clothing is so weird because it's like we don't normally wear this type of clothing anymore. I'm sorry, I'm shuffling. This is the last shelf before the ground. So yeah, there's that one. Oh, and then this pink one is Only in Your Dreams. Yeah. The white one and the yellow one are Would I Lie to You? And then the last one is Don't Forget About Me. And then the Carlyles, whatever what their name is, I don't know. This is the first one that I have. The You Just Can't Get Enough, which is the next one. You don't see their faces either. And then Take a Chance on Me, which as you can see, like look at the clothing that they're wearing. Okay, maybe not that one. But look at the clothing differences. You can tell this one's a lot older. Then I have the It Girl. I have the It Girl, Notorious, Unforgettable, Lucky, Tempted, and Adored. Just 6 of them. I don't know how many more they have in the series. These 2 I bought semi-half price. I bought them at a used bookstore, and the other ones I got at the big sale. I have The Interns by somebody Walsh, Chloe Walsh, and then who's this by? Robin Wasserman. I have 2 of them. These ones are the Chasing Yesterday series, number 1 and 2, so Awakening and Betrayal. Okay, so these are it for the top, or like the main 4 or 8 shelves that I have. The other ones are over here. This is the last few. I have this one by Eric Walters, We All Fall Down, which is an awesome tribute book to 9/11, and it made me cry like a baby when I read it like 6 years ago. I have Breathless by Jessica Walker, which also seems pretty interesting. Generation Dead, Kiss of Life, and Passing Strange by somebody. I don't know who it's by. Daniel Waters. Interesting series. It's about like a zombie, and he can't really talk. It's weird. So Be It by Sarah Weeks. Yeah, Sarah Weeks. Jennifer, I don't know. In Her Shoes, which there is a movie with Cameron Diaz about this book, and it seems pretty interesting, but I want to read the book before I actually see the movie. The movie came out a long time ago. The Midnighter series, so The Secret Hour, Touching Darkness, and Blue Noon by Scott Westerfeld, and another one by him called So Yesterday. Suzanne Wen, Reincarnation. This one was a great book. I read it a few years ago. It was awesome. And then here are the other 2, the Sweet Valley High books. So I have Sweet Valley High. This is the newer one, Dangerous Love, and All Night Long. These ones are rewritten by Francine Pascal. But the original ones were... Oh, no, they are Francine Pascal, but who rewrote them? Somebody rewrote them. Something like Williams. Kate William rewrote them to be more popularized. Then I have this book, Trash, but I don't think I really want it, so I just kept it right here because it doesn't fit on my bottom shelf. Then I have, this is like my non-fiction section because that is the end of my fiction books. I have a journal that I used to write in, and it's like purple, and it has a pretty interesting cover with the Eiffel Tower. Then I have a book on hypnotism, which I was really into back 2 or 3 years ago, and I figured out it was kind of fake. Can't do it on myself. Chicken Soup for the Girl Soul, Chicken Soup for the Sister Soul, 3 Teenage Soul chicken soups, Nobody's Perfect, which is a really interesting book if you're into like teen body image and stuff like that. Then I have this Bible, which I got when I was in 7th grade from my Sunday school teacher, because when I was going to Sunday school before, this is another video in itself. Actually, you know what, I'll talk to you about it later, and in maybe next week, Tuesday's video. Check that one out. New York City 2010 book. I got this when I went to New York City, and there are a whole bunch of like little tabs up at the top that I marked off different things. Then I have the For Dummies books. These ones are like little gag gifts. I have Breaking Into Acting, which I got like a long time ago. I have Acne, which there's some really graphic pictures in there that I'm not going to show you, and Scrapbooking for Dummies, which those ones, I have to admit, if you flip through them, they're kind of interesting. But yeah, I don't normally read them. Down here on this bottom shelf, I'm not going to go through it like author and book by book, but essentially these books all down here up until this point are all like junior books that my sister and I used to read, and books that I no longer want like on my actual shelf. You can see that the series of unfortunate events are here. Yes, I know that they're there. I'm also missing a few. because I lent them out to my friend and she never returned them. Don't you just hate that? I know, I hate it too. Anyways, these books right here are like doubles of the books that I've gotten, or just books that I don't really want. I have this book on chihuahuas that I thought I was going to get a chihuahua like 10 years ago. Okay, maybe not 10 years ago, but I thought I was going to get it, and I never did. So I have a book on it, but I don't want it anymore. Who Am I Without Him? This one just looks weird. And I'm not saying that in a racist way. I read the back and I wasn't interested in it. And it's not like some of the other weird ones that I have on my shelf. It's just, I don't like it. I have another Misguided Angel because apparently I was misguided and I forgot that I had them. Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, another one of them. Gossip Girl, Don't You Forget About Me. This one is in a lot worse condition than the other one. Another original Gossip Girl, even though I have two of them. Here's an Avalon High, and I thought I didn't have it because the actual cover of the other one isn't gold, it's pink. It was one of the first ones that you saw. Another Entice, and this one's in worse condition. Another Vampire Diaries, which apparently I have a lot of extra and doubles of those ones. Princess Mia. And then Sarah Dessen, The Truth About Forever. And the reason why I don't have this one up on my main shelf is because my sister has it in her room. And that one's in worse condition than the one that she has. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you very much for watching. I'm sorry this was such a long video, but I have a lot of books and I thought I would share that with you. So if you are interested in seeing a written up version of all the books that I have, I have like a whole list of them. I will put that on my blog, so be sure to check that out down below. And again, if you have any requests for any book club videos that you want to see on any of the books that I've shown you today, or maybe books by like the library that I can pick up easily, be sure to leave that down below as a comment and I will try to respond and try to read them. So thank you for watching and I will see you guys next time. Bye!